slalom sailing and speed sailing is kind of similar, because whoever is the fastest guy is the guy who wins. The only main difference is that in slalom you compete against 7 other guys. Whenever you're in front, you can kind of relax and don't have to push yourself anymore. And speed sailing is that you have to push yourself for 500 meters no matter what happens, if there's chop, if there's wind gusts, if there's lows. It's just against the watch. So it's very different, and you got to push yourself the whole time.
Pascal Macca recently lost his world record to Thierry Bilac, who set a speed of 82.70 kilometers per hour in a special speed canal.
You know, the difference is the canal is a ditch, it's always flat. The problem with the sea, you could stay here for a few months, and maybe on 4 months you can get 2 or 3 days of good conditions, but like on the ditch you have flat water every day, so you have to wait for the good wind and the right angle. But a place like Tarifa, I think with 45 to 50 knots of Levante, you can go 44, 45 knots. It's only because the wind angle is perfect. You know, the Levante and the beach of Tarifa, the angle is very good. It's under 25 degrees of the wind, so it's very easy to go fast. So you can go faster than the wind, and you don't need big fins, you don't need big sails. It's very easy to go. If we design very efficient sail, very easy sail to control, one day we could go 100 kilometers per hour. I believe this.
The speed of the windsurfers is measured over a course of 500 meters, using a mixture of especially for this purpose designed high-tech video and computer equipment. And this is Thierry Bilac, the fastest wine salesman in the world. Bilac already bettered the world record twice this season. In March 1991, he took the world record from Pascal Macca with a speed of 79.74 kilometers per hour. In April, he broke the 80-kilometer barrier by setting a new world record of 82.70 kilometers per hour. But with his body weight of 105 kilograms, Bilac needs a lot more wind than 35 knots to better the world record yet again. His speed of 76.67 kilometers per hour is only enough for 6th place here in Tarifa. Another favorite is, of course, Pascal Macca from France. Macca has the most impressive career in speed sailing to date, setting the world speed record in 1982, 86, and 90. He is currently the world's 2nd fastest windsurfer, with a personal best time of 79.46 kilometers per hour. At 34 years of age, Macca is still charging, and his long speed sailing career shows in his style. Macca is deeply involved in designing ever faster equipment, a real speed sailing professional, and now he scores a speed of 76.96 kilometers per hour. Not bad, but only enough for 5th place here in Tarifa. José Bahadur from Guadeloupe, the surprise of this season. His personal best time of 71.26 kilometers per hour was set under far from ideal conditions, and it looks like he's doing a lot better now. And his speed is 41.67 knots, or 77.17 kilometers per hour, which gives him 4th place. And here's Bjorn Dunkerbeck, the absolute favorite of the Spanish public. His personal best time of only 65.80 kilometers per hour puts him in 77th place on the all-time ranking list. But that time dates from July 1989. Dunkerbeck is, of course, the reigning PBA world champion, and is currently leading the world tour in front of Robbie Nash. Speed sailing is not his speciality, to say the least, but everybody knows he's fast. And now that he's got some serious speed sailing equipment, it'll be interesting to see how he does amidst the best speed sailors in the world. Dunkerbeck is scorching through the 500-meter speed course. He's charging like there's no tomorrow. And as he crosses the finishing line, he wipes out violently, bouncing on the water after crashing at a speed that could be close to 80 kilometers or 50 miles per hour. But the world champion seems to be okay. In fact, he's very happy now that he sees his speed appear on the scoring board. 80.26 kilometers per hour, a new world record for open water.
It's really the first time I had good speed boards for speed contest. I usually in the past years been using my slalom equipment just because I wouldn't bother making speed equipment just for one contest a year. But last year I made a few boards and they worked out quite well, and this year for the contest I made a few new ones and it worked out even better.
And this is the current women's world speed record holder, Brigitte Gimenez. Her best time of 73.06 kilometers, or 39.45 knots, was set in the speed canal of Saint-Marie-de-la-Mer, France, in December 1990. Now her time of 69.89 kilometers per hour, although it's the third best ever, is slightly disappointing. And here's Sylvie Reynard, second on the world ranking list, with a personal best of 70.94 kilometers per hour. Sylvie is also from France. Speed sailing is very popular in France, and the French dominate the ranking lists of both men and women. But Sylvie has a bit of bad luck, as she can't find the right gust of wind, leaving her one of the few speed sailors that don't manage to better their personal best time here in Tarifa. Now speeding down the course is Babette Coquelle, ranked third in the world with a personal best time of 68.11 kilometers per hour. Babette has been sailing very strongly throughout the year and is currently leading the speed sailing world tour. Babette comes from Bendel Island in the south of France, where the windy conditions give her ample time to train for her record attempts. She's been the fastest woman throughout the whole season so far, but a new world record is still her biggest wish. She definitely looks fast as she trims board and sail perfectly for minimum drag and thus for maximum speed. And her recorded speed is exactly 40 knots, or 74 kilometers per hour, which after having 0.48 kilometers per hour deducted for a slightly favorable current, is established at 73.52 kilometers per hour, a new women's world speed record. So, in the women's speed trials, Babette Coquelle takes first place with her new women's world record.